What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. So throughout my channel I want to be able to tell a story about my fitness journey, you know, where I've been, where I want to go, where I plan to go with my fitness. That's going to bring me to the topic of my video today because I recently just got done with a cut, so I'm going to be switching it up. Now I'm done cutting and I'm just going to be maintaining for a little bit over the summer. My biggest goal this summer is to get bigger and get stronger. I don't want to be bulking per se, but I do want to get stronger and a little bit bigger muscle mass wise. So that's what I plan on doing. So for today's video, I thought I'd talk about creatine. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of the pros and cons of creatine, why it's good, why it's bad, and then why I'm actually deciding to take it. So hit that subscribe button and we'll get into the video. So I'm gonna talk about the pros first, why creatine is good for you and why it's gonna help me in my fitness journey. So the first thing is that creatine allows muscles to perform longer. They fatigue later in the workout, so you can do more sets and more volume before your muscles actually tire out. So this is a benefit because, you know, you can lift longer, you can work the muscles harder. This can be super beneficial, you know, you can get an extra set in, you can hit those extra few reps. This is essentially working the muscle more and longer to aid in more muscle gains, which is what I want. See inside that, it's red. You can see these stains on my shirt, they are red. Spilled the creatine on me, but what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna wear this to the gym. Probably still will, whatever. So another benefit to using creatine is that it promotes a healthy, fast, and efficient recovery. This is just gonna mean that your muscles will be ready to go for another workout sooner than they would when you're not taking creatine. I only work most body parts 1 day a week, so it's not like I need like a 2-day recovery, but it just helps like not being sore all the time, because I did a leg day yesterday and it hurts to sit on the toilet right now because my legs, I can't squat down, I can't bend over. My legs are just so sore. So it'd be nice to not be so sore all the time after every workout. So I always say I like being sore because, you know, you worked hard, but then again, you know, being sore sucks because you can't do anything. Freaking sitting on the toilet, it freaking sucks. It hurts. You gotta squat down and you sit on the seat and it like hurts your muscles. So another benefit to taking creatine is that it volumizes your muscle. So you may have heard this before, that creatine is supposed to inflate the muscle because it stores a lot of water there. And while this is true, it just expands, leaves more room for growth, and it stimulates protein synthesis, which is what I want to do. I want to grow muscle. So far creatine seems pretty dang good for me to be taking right now. And the last thing about creatine is that it is fairly cheap. I actually just bought, within the last week, this Ghost Size, which is their creatine product. I like it so far, and I take it before my workouts, like a half hour before, and I do feel a little bit more energetic during the workout, which is a good sign. I don't think my body's absorbed the full benefits of creatine yet, but it'll get there. And you know, I've taken creatine in the past, and I've bought, 30 servings for like 10 or 12 bucks. So you can find creatine out there for really cheap, which is awesome. So now I'm gonna talk about some of the bad things that creatine does to the body and maybe why it's not a good idea to go and spend money on. So one way that creatine negatively affects the body is that it creates water retention within your muscles, and this can just make you feel bloated. There are ways to combat that, which I'll probably talk about next, but bloating isn't that big of a side effect if it doesn't affect you that much. If you're taking it how it's suggested on the container, then you probably won't have too many problems with this. Another problem that kind of goes with the last problem is that it does cause dehydration, and the body does have a little bit more trouble absorbing water, which is why it's holding onto that water in the muscles to make you feel bloated. So obviously one way to combat dehydration and to help the muscles absorb water better is to just drink a lot of water. So my goal for taking creatine is to drink try to get at least a gallon of water a day. So what better way to achieve that goal than to buy a freaking half-gallon water bottle? 1 second. All right, so today, see how much I got left in here? About a quarter left. That is actually the second one of those I drank today. So I filled it up at 7 a.m., started drinking it throughout the day at work, peed about 20 times, and then filled it up a second time after lunch because I finished the first one by lunch. And now it's 5 o'clock and I'm almost to a gallon already. So obviously the sooner in the day I finish that gallon, the better, because I won't be getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because I need to drink, 20 ounces before bed, but also don't want to be, chugging a bunch of water up until like 5 p.m. and then not drink the rest of the night. You got to be consistent throughout the whole day with the water intake for your muscles to constantly be absorbing water. So that's my 2 cents on having a water bottle. I think it's really nice to actually have this big water bottle because it's such a pain, especially when I'm at work, like having to go all the way to the water fountain, fill up the 20-ounce bottle, drink that in an hour, go fill up another 20-ounce bottle, keep going back and forth. So this saves me the hassle, and I'm pretty lazy about filling up water bottles, so this is gonna hopefully help me drink more water throughout the day. And it has so far. First couple days drinking that much water was tough. I was peeing like literally every half hour, but it's gotten better the last day or two. I only pee like once an hour, so it's better, but hopefully my body gets used to taking in this much water a little bit faster and I don't have to pee all the time because it's freaking annoying, especially in dress clothes. And the last negative side effect of using creatine is gonna be that it kind of lowers your immune system, so you're more prone to being sick when you take the creatine. Just some ways to combat that, make sure you're getting a lot of sleep, make sure you're still getting vitamins in from fruits and veggies. That's the best way for me to stay healthy, is to get sleep, because I know when I'm not getting good enough sleep, I usually end up getting sick after many nights of not sleeping enough, so if I get my sleep, I think I'll be fine. Anyway, so I definitely think that creatine is a good thing to take, especially if you're trying to build some muscle and strength. There's a lot of good positives to taking creatine. There's a lot of studies out there that show creatine is good for your body, and the negative side effects are pretty minimal and pretty easily preventable. So for me, it's definitely worth taking it, especially since I'm trying to gain some strength. So that's my 2 cents on taking creatine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.